It's so great to see you again, sir. Okay.
Likewise, Les.
So why did Democrat senators led by Chuck Schumer block your amendment to force the U.S. Census Bureau to stop counting U.S. illegal immigrants in the census? I mean, won't this change House districting and electoral college votes?
It certainly does, Liz. And the Senate Democrats led by Chuck Schumer hated this vote. And it got down to the 11th hour on Friday night, just before the government shutdown. Finally, they conceded to allow us to vote on this. And what we found was something that I think we all know is true. The Democrats are pursuing this illegal migration process for power, for sheer power. The end game for them is just what you described, Liz. If you can get these illegal migrants into the country, if you can get them to blue states, then you're disproportionately affecting the voting power of those blue states, because illegal migrants are counted for the purposes of allocating congressional seats and for allocating electoral votes. My legislation would have stopped that and said you can only count citizens for the purposes of allocating congressional power and presidential power when you get to electoral votes. Certainly the Constitution is clear when it says only citizens may vote. The Democrats push back and say, oh, these illegal people coming here can't vote. That may be true right now, but they certainly are counted for the purposes of allocating congressional districts and electoral votes. And they proved on Friday night that that is the motive behind the crime at our border.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem fair to the U.S. taxpayer and U.S. citizens who pay taxes, right? I mean, they should be represented. It's like representation without taxation. I mean, did Senator Chuck Schumer threaten to shut the government down over this?
We went all the way to the wire, and I said, look, we'll see what happens here, but it will be up on you and it'll be on you if you shut it down. At the end, he decided to allow us to vote. I'm glad that he did, because it proved to the American public one thing. We see these people fleeing blue states like New York, like Illinois, like California. We know where the sanctuary cities have been erected: New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco. These sanctuary cities act as magnets, and they're being used to attract these illegal migrants. Think about this, Liz. 10 million illegal migrants since Joe Biden has taken office. That's 13 congressional seats right there, and 13 additional electoral votes. This is something that has been obvious to me for some time. The Democrats proved it on Friday night when every one of them voted against limiting the number of congressional seats and electoral votes to only being represented by those who are allowed to vote, that is U.S. citizens.
China is going to war. Gordon Chang back with me this morning. Gordon, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And I know you want to really get into specifically that money going to the Indo-Pacific. Tell me about that.
Spike, now check this video out. News Nation cameras were able to capture a massive group of Chinese nationals being processed by Border Patrol agents early Monday morning. The majority of them are single adult men, and because of the language barrier, processing Chinese migrants takes a longer time, and Border Patrol agents are overwhelmed from the increase in illegal crossings here. Hundreds of Chinese migrants are now living in makeshift camps waiting to be processed. They say they want to get away from the Chinese Communist government and hope to be granted asylum in the U.S.
But some with intel here on the situation are saying it isn't the coastal sector that needs to be worried here. While many are focusing on these migrants that might be fashioning makeshift boats and arriving at the coast, the president of the Border Patrol Council, Brandon Judd, is telling us that the cartels are going to try to push Haitian migrants into the country illegally, exploiting most likely the Del Rio sector, namely Eagle Pass, Texas. Now, that has been working for them. And so why break, why fix what's not broken? So they'll likely try that route again. Now, as you'll remember, more than 2 years ago under the Del Rio International Bridge, where nearly 16,000 Haitian migrants amassed, that infrastructure wasn't in place to handle that many people. And Judd says that the cartels could easily take a page out of that playbook again, with Eagle Pass pretty much being sealed off right now under Governor Abbott's Operation Lone Star. Now, let's give you a look at the numbers of Haitian migrants that we've seen this month when we compare them to last year. Now, we've seen that number more than triple, as more than 4,000 Haitian migrants have been encountered at our land crossings just this month alone. And in February, more than 11,400 migrants from Haiti were encountered so far this month, though it is tracking to be similar. Here's the thing, though. It's going to take 1 to 3 months for these individuals who are currently fleeing to actually get here. Now, Natasha, we can tell you the repatriations are still happening. The U.S. Coast Guard sent back 65 migrants from Haiti just this week, but the repatriation flights are being threatened. Brendan Judd confirming that those could be halted if the unrest continues there, the chaos continues there, because, Natasha, they have to have permission to land those flights back in Haiti.
Go to Haiti. Do not travel there. It's not safe to do so. And for those who are there, leave as soon as you can feasibly do so without putting yourself at risk.
And as a result, Governor DeSantis is sending over 250 soldiers and officers to protect the state from the land, sea, and sky.
Mass migration concerns. Tonight, Florida politicians, including our Governor Ron DeSantis, are bracing for a possible surge of Haitian refugees packing into boats and arriving on our shores.
The governor announcing today he is sending troops here to South Florida.
A new year, new arrivals and a new plan aimed at slowing the rising tide of migrants trying to enter the U.S. illegally.
Okay, so Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, he says in order to prevent migrants from reaching his state, of course, in Florida, he is deploying more than 250 additional officers and soldiers and more than a dozen air and sea craft to the southern coast of his state.
Seems like there's been a slightly different change of plans. Thank you for all your help with the translation. Young kids. So look, everyone is one arm's distance away. Everyone polite, orderly.
Guys just crossed
Look, now. Chinese.
Yep, Chinese.
Look at this. Is it Chinese? Yeah, it is Chinese. Wow.
They're all Chinese, I think.
Yeah. Hello. Everything okay? All from China?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
China, Vietnamese.
When you walk 10 more minutes, there's the border patrol. And there's food. You can eat some food and drink water.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. How long have you guys been walking?
Around 20 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from? China as well?
China, yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
There you go. There's more coming.
This is not.
This is every day, dude.
Yeah. Wow, this is.